Hey guys, I am streaming this to our page too, so just give me a second. Okay, let's. Hey guys, we have some really fun things to talk about tonight, so I'm excited about it. I'm gonna have to turn.
What are you doing here today?
On this.
Well, maybe I missed my bed, right? Maybe I had a friend in Texas and he moved away and I missed.
If that worked. Okay. I just muted somebody, sorry. How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all having a good night? Well, sorry about the drawing last time. Totally spaced, had a million things going on and didn't realize that I didn't do it. So congratulations to Tanya for winning from then. And tomorrow morning I'll do the squash drawing that we did for the people who were active the first day of the month. So we ended August with a bang. You guys, I'm so proud of you. You had such an amazing August, and it's hard sometimes to have an August that is that strong going into September. Even though our catalog started in August, you guys killed it. But I know September, October, November are going to be the golden months for you guys. It's going to happen. There's going to be promotions. There's going to be bills paid off. There's going to be all kinds of cool things are going to happen. Christmas presents, you name it. I'm so excited about what's to come. So tonight we are going to talk about expanding your network. And this is one of my favorite subjects. And we're going to break out into groups at the end if we have time. If we don't, it's totally fine. But we are going to talk about expanding your circle and expanding your network. So first of all, what happens whenever you run out of friends and family to sell to? Who wants to tell me that? You can open up the chat. So many people get so frustrated because they think no one else wants to join, no one else wants to buy, right? We get mad. We get like frustrated for sure. Because we don't ever know to go outside of our circle. So quick backstory. I know some of you guys know this, some of you don't. But when I started Scentsy, I didn't know anybody where I lived here. My husband was from this area, not me. And my husband was very, very protective over his people, over his family, over his friends, because he knew at one time in my life I did direct sales and failed at it miserably before I even met him, because I had told him how bad I would never do direct sales ever again. And then I did it again whenever I was trying to pay for a divorce I was going through. So he knew about both of those things. So of course he thought direct sales isn't going to be for you, Shannon. And you leave it every time you start to have a little bit of success. So you can never, ever, ever feel anything unless you quit. And I quit twice, just to let you know. Scentsy was my niche though. Scentsy was the thing. But anyway, so getting back to that, my husband told me when I first joined Scentsy, he loved me, but he did not want me to ask his friends or his family to buy from me because two reasons. One, he's protecting his circle and he didn't want to embarrass me if I ever decided to quit and then I'll leave him hanging. Two, he wanted me to learn how to go outside my circle very early on. And it is the best thing that has ever happened to me, the best advice. So tonight we're going to talk about that, because when your friends and family end, what do you do after that? For me, I started outside my circle and got to my friends and family last because they finally wanted to buy from me because they saw what I was doing was actually something I said I would do. And it was something I was having really great results at, right? You know how you can like talk to somebody and say you want to share the sense with them, whatever, and they're like, oh, you know, you're pretty new at this. I'll catch you on the flip side, see how long you last in it. There are people that see me and they're like, how long have you been doing this? I'm like 13 years. Wow, I never would have thought. I'm like, I know, right? But you do something you love and you love what you do, then you find the magic. And I believe what life is all about, because you can change lives through this business. The products change lives. Your company believes in you. I mean, there's so many great things. All right. So I want to talk to you really quickly first about mapping out your people. How many of you guys, honestly, did you fill out your list of 100 whenever you first joined? 25, 50 people, whatever. How many of you did it? I want to see. You put it in the chat. Okay. All right. So, so I started it. I never made it to 100, but I think I made it to about 50. But it intimidated me so bad that I was scared of what they would say. And back then, I thought no meant no forever and not to contact them ever again. I didn't understand that no was a maybe, or not this season, or not this time in my life. It's not going to work out. But whenever I asked for permission for people to be able to ask them again, I found out there was actually like a gateway. That no is never just a no, especially if you say, I understand that you're saying no, but do I have permission to be able to follow up on you whenever the new catalog comes out? Do I have permission to be able to let you know whenever something new comes out I know you're going to enjoy? Anytime you ask for permission, that is the way that you're going to get in. Okay. All right. So here is the magic behind that list of 100. You're really not looking at those people, guys. You're not looking at the people on that list. You're actually looking through that list. Those people know people, at least 5 people. So let me show you how I mapped out something in the very beginning. Okay. We're going to use my sister as an example. So I had her on my list of people in my 100. And what's so cool is when you start mapping out your list, you're probably never going to get through your 100 people, because you're going to find so much business that's going to keep you going with referrals and follow up and new people they're going to introduce you to, that you'll have to pull out that list and realize, oh my gosh, I never got through it, because I know I never got through mine. Okay. So we're going to go to the whiteboard here, and I made one earlier. So let's see if it pulls up. Okay. So this is how you would map out someone on your list. As you can see here, my list was my sister. Now, look how many people she knew. 1, she was in a school that did fundraisers. So I knew that would be something I could talk to her about. She worked in a business that had corporate gifts. That was also an area that I could talk to her about. I can't even spell, guys, sorry. She has friends from high school that she gets along with still and gets together with them on a regular basis. So I knew she had a group. She has neighborhood cookouts. I knew she had neighbors. She has friends. I can't spell, guys. I was doing this so quickly. She has friends that are hairdressers. Some work at US Cellular. Some of them are a nurse. And from this, I was able to put a warmer on the station of my sister's friend's salon. The nurse actually took the scents in for me because Kendall asked her to share them. And then there were a lot of referrals that came from her. Then she also has kids in baseball. She has 3 boys and 1 daughter. The 3 boys are in baseball, and they also have a what do you call it? A place they go to. I forget the name of it, and they go practice there. And then her daughter is on a swim team. So just knowing this about my sister, I was able to talk to her and say, hey, will you share the scents with me, for me, and get up some orders? You could get some free stuff. And if she was like, Shane, I don't really know anybody. I'm like, oh my gosh. First, you have corporate gifts that we can talk to your business about corporate gifts. She did. And back then, I think, I forget what warmer it was. It was a very basic warmer we had. It was a satin black warmer. Her boss bought like 25 of those with Christmas scents for Christmas. And then someone else from that office messaged me for more corporate gifts. That right there was way over $200. And I think back then you had to have 150 to be active. So that right there was probably $1,000 that I had in October and November. The fundraiser at school, that was a way for me to be able to get my name out there and find new contacts that way. Her friends from high school, that was her girls' night out. Her neighborhood cookout, that was her time that she got to see her neighbors. So Kendall decided to join. That's my sister. She joined for a while and did really well. And when I introduced her to this circle of people that were around her, then she was able to share it with them. I don't want to say sell, but share it. Okay. So this is how you map every person on your list, and you will see that they know more people than they think they do, and they know way more than 5 people. They say that every person knows at least 100 people. So if I were to really dig in, I probably could have found many, many more people. Okay, does that make sense to you, how to do that? But that's how you map out each person on your list. Okay, so we're going to go back down here. So we're going to also talk about other ways that you can expand your network. I'm going to tell you things that work for me. I'm going to tell you things that I've done, and then I'll give you guys chances to be able to tell me things too. So a lot of people think events and vendor, vendor events and festivals and things like that is how you grow your business. I'm here to tell you it does help you a lot. It really does. But that is not the only way. I know so many people that have huge Scentsy businesses that has never, ever stepped a foot in a festival or a vendor event. So before I start talking about vendor events and festivals and things like that and fairs, I don't want you to be like, well, everybody that I know has them. I'm not going to be able to get into them, or I don't want to do events. I don't even want you thinking that way. Okay. I'm just telling you that events and vendor festivals are a great way to get your name out there. When you are new, you don't want to be spending a lot of money to be able to do these things. So there's a lot of places. I used to go to Verizon. I used to go to salons. I used to go to the areas outside. You cannot set cash and carry in a mall, but you can set up an information booth. There are so many people that I know that set up information booths all the time where it shows different products that we carry, but you can't sell, but information about joining. And they get so many people that decide to join their team just because they were able to be brave enough to get out there and put their name out there. If you have a friend who owns a business and they have a customer appreciation day, ask them, can I set up a little display? I have 2 or 3 people that have messaged me lately with their fall appreciation events that have asked me to set up something in their little studio for people. There are schools that do teacher appreciation events. There are fall festivals at schools. There are all kinds of different ways that you can get your name out there with events that aren't going to break the bank by doing shows or fairs or festivals, because that costs money. It costs money. And then of course your products that you bring cost money. So you want to make sure that you are making money, but where the gold is with these vendor events and these festivals and fairs, it's in your follow-up with your contacts. And you have to understand that. Yay, I remember that. Okay, so we'll go back to that in a minute. Let's talk about Facebook parties. How many of you have had a Facebook party that just flopped? Me. I have 3 that are going on right now. One of them is not doing great. But guess what? Every person who had the party or has the party going on right now invited at least 20 people, because I told them not to invite everybody on the list, but to invite people who they knew would love Scentsy or those are products or would probably buy. Okay. So we already have that going on. Well, guess what? That what is that? 3 parties, at least 25 people. That's 75 new people. I don't know. One of them's in a different state. One of them's in a different town. No, all 3 of them actually are in different towns. And then the other one's in a different state. So that's 75 people I do not know. Now, if I close that party and talking about that Facebook group or event, and I don't contact any of those people, shame on me. That's 75 new people. Out of 75 people, how many people statistically could join me? Do you guys know the statistics? If I have 75 people, how many people do you think out of that might join my team? See if you guys remember the statistics here. 7. Yes, for every 10, there's always 1. 7 people right there that might join my team. So what did I do? I went in there and I started messaging them. I have a jot form that I've sent them, and I said, hey, I saw that you are part of Samantha's Facebook party, and I really want to serve you and get you some really fun samples to try. It's a scent pack, like a scent sack, right, Michelle? And like, oh, that sounds so great. I'm like, yeah, can you fill out this form? Because I want to be able to follow up with you and serve you. And then they give me their information. So even though they may not have bought, or even though they did not participate, I am now contacting them, because all you have to do is go to their name, click view their profile, send them a friend request, and then you'll say, oh, you let them know who you are and what it is that you are there to serve them. Don't want to be like, I hate this. I don't know about you guys, but I hate this. I hate it when I get added to a party. I decide I don't want to buy anything. I have not been interactive on the party because I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's another party. And they message me that the party's going to be closing that night or in 2 days. Did I have a chance to look through the catalog? And they're there to help me in any way, shape, or form. Nowhere in there did I feel like I was appreciated or that they were serving me at all. They didn't ask me what kind of products I like. They didn't ask me if I've ever used the products. They didn't ask me if I have pets, if they're looking at the pet line. They threw out this thing saying, party's going to be closing and this is who I am. Now, that's something that's a pet peeve of mine. So please don't do that, because I won't buy from people who do that to me. If you get to know me and you build a relationship with me and you know that I like certain prints, or you know that I like certain oils or whatever, or decor, you've got me. But don't do that to me, right? Y'all know that that's one of my pet peeves. So invite people to be able to explore the Scentsy world with you through either scent sacks or through having their own party to be able to buy things. You know, there's one post that's the this or that post. I don't know if you guys have seen it, or you can actually post like 16 different warmers or 10 different warmers and ask people what their favorite warmer is. And then take that into a private message and let them know that they can get that free or half off. Everything has 3 prices. It's either free, half off, or retail price, right? Now let people know that. Now, sometimes I'll do really fun specials, and it's a personal special that has to be done 1-on-1, where if they say, oh my gosh, I got to have that new gray fan. And I'll be like, that's my hostess special this month. If you book a party with me, then you get a free gray fan. No, it's not my hostess special, but for them it is, right? Because I can use my free and my half off, and I can get that for her, and it's not going to cost me anything. If anything, it's going to cost me maybe $10 or so, or $12.50, whatever it was. I always give my hostess a gift anyway. So that is a great way to incentivize people. Okay, so that would be Facebook parties. And then what about whenever you meet people out? How many of you guys find new contacts on the daily by meeting people out? Does anybody? or are you scared? My favorite thing to do is to meet new people. I don't know if it's because I read that book called The Tipping Point, where he talked about people collecting and finding information out about people, that it just fascinated me so much that I used to just daydream about leaving Greenville and going somewhere else and just starting my business over so I could meet new people again. And it sounds crazy, right? But I have no doubt in my mind that I could build this all over again if something were to happen, because I love people. I love meeting strangers. I love finding out how I can serve them. I mean, think about it. When you go through Chick-fil-A, it's consistent. It's always my pleasure. They always want to help you. They have some of the best training in the world. I hope my kids actually work there if they want to get a job, because I feel like they have my best interest in mind. So whenever I meet new people, I let them know I have their best interest in mind. Okay. So one thing that you need to do, there's an elevator speech thing, right? Whenever you meet someone, the first thing that sometimes you ask people are, what do you do? Right? And then they come back and they tell you what they do. You know, they could say, I'm a nurse at the hospital, or I am a teacher at Walcoats, or whatever. Well, now I know two things. One, they're a teacher. Two, they see a lot of people, and I know where they work. Normally, when people reciprocate that question, they're like, well, what do you do? So what is some things that you say whenever people ask you what you do? I'm curious. I want to see this in the chat. Tell me, what are some and if you're on Facebook, you can also put things below. What are some things that you do, or I mean, that you say whenever someone says to you, what do you do? Let me give you a second to fill that out for me, because I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Keep it basic. I tell them I own my own business. I sell Scentsy. What else? So I usually say that I work in my local hospital, but I'll start and say I'm a Scentsy fragrance specialist. Very good. The first thing I say is a Scentsy consultant. Drop the word Scentsy. Just drop it. Just say I'm a fragrance specialist. I bring memories back to life through scent. Say something that is going to make them be like, what? What? Or I own my own company. I am the CEO of my own company. Say something without saying Scentsy. People will be intrigued, and then they'll ask you. And then if they're like, oh, what business? Like, Scentsy, have you ever heard of it? Oh, yeah. Isn't that wax stuff? And they're like, oh, it's so much more than wax. Here, let me give you a sample. But I love saying I'm CEO of my own company. People are like, ooh, I just met some money. No, I don't have this great big huge company, but I do. I own my own business, and you own your own business. And whenever, and don't be like, I sell Scentsy. You know, don't like have it to where you're ashamed of it. You might work full time somewhere as your other business and do Scentsy on the side. And a lot of people are like, well, I sell Scentsy. What are you telling people? You need to be like loud and proud. Well, I work at the hospital, but I also am a CEO of my own business. Right? People are going to want to be part of that. Loud and proud. Be proud of it. It's a great thing. You can bless so many lives through this business and change so many lives that you guys just don't even understand the power that you have. Okay. So if you go to, and we're going to share the screen for a second. If you go to your workstation, you're going to see in your workstation conversation starters. And you can see here, I'm not going to go through all of them, but it gives you different areas where you can start conversations. We're standing in line at the supermarket. So if you're standing in line at the supermarket, somebody walks up to you, or walks up behind you, I guess you'd say, and they're in line with you, and they have two kids in the cart, and they have a bunch of what do you call it? Fabuloso, whatever it's called, 409. They have some paper towels, they have some food. how would you start a conversation with them? I'm just curious. I want to know how you would start a conversation with someone standing in line behind you, or are you just going to ignore them like they're not even there? Tell me what you are going to say to start up a conversation. I'm waiting. I had that happen to me, and she's on my team now, but I want to see what you would say. Okay. How's your day going? Looks like you're a clean fanatic like I am. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Looks like you're a clean fanatic like I am. Why do you love Fabuloso? Can you tell me? I ask people questions all the time about stuff they buy. What are you going to make out of that? You know, people, when I was at Michael's one time and I bought all these little containers to make testers out of. And the girl was like, what are you making out of this? How many testers? I'm like, girl. And I went into it. I was like, I have so much fun owning my own business. I create all kinds of different mixtures that help people bring memories back to life through scent. And I like to have my own testers to be able to share it with people. Would you like a set to be able to share also? It's like, yes, be inquisitive. Ask people about, I mean, don't be like a creep or anything, like standing in line behind somebody that has kids and ask them their baby's name and their last name just to find out where they live or anything. Don't do any of that. But be inquisitive about what people do. I ask people all the time about cooking, all the time. I will be like, oh, wow, you got avocado. What are you going to make with the avocados? Are you going to make guacamole? They're like, oh, I'm doing this avocado toast thing. And I'm like, oh, I've been trying that. And I found this recipe to be better. And I'll just start talking to people because guess what? It might not get to Scentsy that day, but you're building relationships. And half the time before I get even out of the line, I know their name. I know how to contact them because I'm not a creep, but I will hand them my phone just like I do at events and have them put their information in my phone. Or I'll have them bring up their Facebook account. That's usually what I do, like when I'm out. I'm like, are you on Facebook? I really want to know how that recipe worked out. Are you gonna post it? Because I'd love for you to tag me. Like, yeah, sure. Okay, here. This is my phone. Go ahead and put your information in and I'll friend you. Right? Or better yet, I'll get them to friend me. A lot of times, whenever I bring them up and I have them send the request, I have to wait a while for them to actually accept my request. So I'll usually get them to get their phone and I'll tell them to find me. And I'm always doing this, guys. I'm like, my phone is so slow. I can never get Facebook to work. Can we use your phone for a second? Here's my name. Up to them, whether they wanted to like friend me or not. But now I've got their information. So that's one thing I do. These conversations, oh, I love that. I carry you impress me packets with samples to hand out to waitresses and drive through. I love it. Does that product really work and does it smell good? Exactly. So you just want to be able to start conversations and they're so easy. You just can't be scared. If you live in fear, you're not going to be able to step into anything that this business has for you. So if you are going to sporting event, or maybe you're watching your kids play ball, or maybe you're watching your kids practice, right? Anybody done that? I know a lot of you guys who've been with me for a long time know that that was my secret thing I did. But I would go to my kids' baseball practices, softball practices, gymnastics practices, whatever. When I had to sit and wait and not necessarily be active in the event to where I don't want them to see me not paying attention to them. But when I was at practices, I would bring my testers with me and I would lay them out and I would smell them and I would act like I was doing something. A lot of times I would sort my testers into different basket parties because by the end of practice, I was going to have some mom or someone ask me what it was and I was going to give them to her to take home and to share with people. I got like 3 different people that joined my team because They took home one of my little bitty envelopes of scents one time, got home, had a great big order, decided to go ahead and order for themselves, and then they started building a team as well. It's the little bitty things that you do and the small things that you do consistently that will build this business. So I used to do that all the time. I play games and like challenge myself. Don't go home till you meet 5 people today. Like, okay, where are 5 places I can go? I mean, COVID's gone now. People are out again. So I can go to the gas station, I can go to the grocery store, go to Target. Always somebody talks to at Target, right? I mean, really. Walmart, definitely. I don't go to Walmart as much anymore. Target is my jam. I just think of places that I see people. I mean, I used to go to the library and I'd see people there. The post office, I'd see people there. Yes. So Michelle, well, I don't know if I challenged her, but I told her about a challenge I did, and she did the challenge and she took it on the cruise with her and she got a new recruit and she gave out 10 of them. See, 1 out of 10. It never fails you. Okay. So another thing that you can do is brand yourself. Make sure you're always branding yourself. I try to leave a product sheet with a scent sample or body product inside. That's really good. Yes, challenge yourself and tag a friend about it. So if you go through here, you can look and see playing at the park. Y'all, whenever I joined Scentsy, my kids had 3 kids under the age of 3. I mean, if you guys remember that, I know Annette does. I used to carry them everywhere with me. All my customers got to see them grow up. Hard to believe they're teenagers now. But I would go to the park. I would have my testers with me because I would watch them on the slide. I would go to Sonic and I would watch them on the slides and on the swings, and I would have my testers with me. I would go to Chick-fil-A and watch them in the ball pit. I would have my testers on me because I was going to take those kids to Disney. The second time around, first time around, it was all about Peyton. I was going to be able to provide a life that I'd always dreamed of being able to have for them through doing this. And so it became small actions I did everywhere I went. I never left without a mobile office. I never left without my testers all the time. Now we have scratch and sniffs. We have felt. We have all kinds of things that you guys can share if you don't have your testers. But if you do something that draws attention, then that's going to really help your business. I mean, go to Panera, go to a coffee shop, put the testers out on the table. Ask people, which one do you think smells the best? I'm trying to decide. I have an event coming up and I can't decide which ones to get. Pick out your top 10 so I'll know that's what people like. Ask people. They love to give their opinion, right? I mean, you know what they say about people's opinions, right? So make sure you do that. Another thing you can do is if you're going through this, you can see paying them an authentic compliment goes a really long way. Notice something that they have. Talk about general events. Annette has this great thing she did whenever she was with another direct sales company. Whenever she went and tried on shoes, and she walked around and asked people what shoes they like the best for the event she was going to. So ask people. They want to be able to, they find value when you ask them. I mean, think about it. Have you ever been in a store and someone asks you, which one do you like better? And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. They asked me that. I've asked people before, especially I've asked guys, you're the same size as my husband. Which size suit do you feel is going to be the best? I mean, I ask people all the time, you're the same size as my daughter. Do you think that this look would be better in this? I do it all the time because I want people to be able to ask me because I know I add value and I want people to know they add value. So talk about general events. Share your feelings about something. There's a whole bunch of different things in here that you can start conversations. This is in the workstation. So I want you guys to know that if you practice this, it's not necessarily scripts because you don't want to have scripts. You want to speak from your heart, right? And you want to be genuine. So if you practice this and you learn how to listen to people, you start planting seeds. You're being true to yourself, as it says, and you're going to have new team members. You're going to have new people that want to join you, refer you, book parties with you. You make it fun. You make it a lot of fun. Okay. So let's go to branding yourself. Brand yourself. Wear Scentsy t-shirts. Put it on the back of your car. Have a keychain. Have a cup that has Scentsy on it. People notice these things. Every single time that I go out and I have something with Scentsy on, Somebody asked me if I have bulbs or if I have any pumpkin scents. Just recently, I've gone out twice with my Wax Ball Scentsy shirt on, and they've been like, do you have any pumpkin? Do you have any pumpkin? Because it is September and everybody's thinking about pumpkin, right? So brand yourself. Brand yourself goes a long way. You can go to, I have so many things. Okay, so think about the things in your life that you love, right? Maybe you love to sew or embroider, or maybe you like to vinyl, right? For me, I love horses, I love golden retrievers, I love cats. I mean, I love animals. So I can go into a group that has stuff to do with golden retrievers. I mean, we're thinking about, Luna being able to be bred to have more puppies. So I can go into those kind of groups. And what is so cool is I can just be in this group, being able to absorb all the knowledge. They ask for a picture or something with my dog. And I'm like, well, I had to finish bathing her and freshen her up. And I'm showing the freshen up stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? And I'm like, look, if you guys want any samples of this, just put your name below. I'll contact you and send you a sample of it so you can try. There are different ways that you can actually go into groups and start to build relationships. You don't want to be spammy, like, does anybody want this? I had it in a picture, somebody asked about it, and then I private messaged every single person who commented about it. So think about the things that you love to do and go find groups about that. Okay. So whenever you have orders that you give to your customers, have them tag you on Facebook the way that they set it up. Now, I don't say tag me whenever you open it up and let me know what you think. I usually say to them, tag me once you get it set up and decorated so I can see how you decorated it to put in my portfolio to show other people what that warmer looks like out of the box. And people are like, oh, that'd be great. And they're all about trying to make that little area stage the best they can so that I will use their photo in my Facebook parties whenever I'm trying to explain the bubble ultraviolet warmer. There were so many beautiful photos of that. And one of my people, they actually sent me a picture with another bulb in it. And I was like, I never thought about that. And they had it in this like bird cage kind of cool thing. It was so neat. And then like Brandy the other day, she had a diffuser shade and she put it on the orange setting, and it looks like Halloween. It looks like fall. So get your customers to stage their warmers and tell them that the best one is going to get a prize from you, or tell them that you're going to use them in your portfolio. Okay. Think about, let's see, what else I have. If you're in school PTAs or Bible studies or any kind of organization, maybe you're in a class, or maybe you've always wanted to take pottery and you go take it out at the community college, you're going to find another circle of people. Everywhere you look, guys, you have a circle of people. That's what blows my mind. There's so many people that are like, oh, there's so many Scentsy consultants. Oh, it's so saturated. No, it's not. There are 27 directors in my church. 27. We all have different circles. I have no problem getting orders out of that church. So what I'm trying to tell you is that people are going to buy from whoever they want to buy from. Number one, you can't control who they're going to buy from, but your circle extends further than what you can see. It's almost like seeing the forest for the trees. Okay. All right. Then I want you to think about, I have another list here and I will put it on our page. Let me go to it. Share my screen. Okay. It's in, it has black on it for some reason, but that's okay. I can fix it later. But these are 125 different ideas how to be able to expand your network. Like I said, going to a conference or taking another class, going to a community meeting. If you want to go to the community meeting about your township, talking to a person that's sitting next to you at a child's musical recital, meeting the owner of a local restaurant, and just telling them, oh my gosh, I love your food tonight. It was so good. I remember I went to a restaurant in Morehead City. It was an Italian restaurant. They're not open anymore. And they had the most incredible, I'm not supposed to eat it, but manicotti, it was so, so, so good. I had to know what the sauce was and everything about it. And I went to the owner and I said, I just wanted to tell you how amazing this was. I love manicotti. I've eaten it here, 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 and here. And this is like the best. And he said they actually had it in like a dairy-free cheese and also the gluten-free noodle. So next time I would know, right? But he found a way to serve me. I found a way to serve the restaurant. So I asked him if I could bring a warmer in there and just put it up there by the hostess stand. And they let me. And the girl that was the hostess ended up joining my team. So there's so many ways that you will expand your network. Okay. You can see down here, there's LinkedIn, Pinterest accounts, starting a blog, attending different art galas that are around, joining an online referral networking group. We used to have those everywhere I turned. I haven't seen one in a while, so you could always start one. But it was whenever you got other networking groups to be able to meet and just talk about the community and how you can make things better. Maybe fundraisers you all could come together and do, community projects that you could do together, picking up litter on the side of the highway, whatever it is that you want to do. But you find a group. Look, if you feel like you are not invited to a table to sit, then you create your own table and you invite people to that table to sit with you. Same thing with events. If you feel like all the events are taken, create your own event, create your own open house, create your own appreciation event. It is your business that you can do so much with to be able to expand your circle. So you guys can see, like, talk to the person who shampoos your carpet. I did. I messaged someone who does carpet. She moved now, and I let her know about the counter cleans and our all-purpose cleaner and how I use it in my shampooer and how amazing it cleans things out. And she ended up buying a whole bunch of my cleaners. So think about the people you know, think about the circles that you're in, and then you can also grow your circle that way. Another thing that you can do is you can ask on Facebook. You can ask, how many people use diffusers? How many people use oils? What are your favorite ones? If I had $500 to give back to a fundraiser, what fundraiser? If you had $500 to give back to a fundraiser, what fundraiser would you give it to? There's all kinds of questions that you can ask on Facebook without being salesy, where people will tell you their heartfelt opinions. If someone's super strong about a certain organization or a charity, they will let you know. And you can contact them and say, how can I make this happen for you? How can we raise the $500 for you to be able to give back to this charity? Do you see what I'm saying? So I want you to like go through this. I'll put it on our page, but you can see, there's bulletin boards at supermarkets and post offices. There's so many things that you guys can get involved in to be able to grow your circle. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a few minutes and I am going to put you in a breakout room, and I'm going to get you guys to just share a couple of ways that you have actually networked and grown your business. So let me get the breakout room set and it will do it. Okay. Whoops. Let me do that again. We have how many people on here? We have a bunch. So we're going to have 5. All right, 6. 25, 6. That's about 4 people in each one. Okay, that worked automatically. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to open them up and I want you guys to talk. And I'm going to close it off in 5 minutes and come back. And I want you guys to share some of the really cool, amazing ways that you have gotten new teammates or that you've got new customers or new bookings. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I should be left in one with some people. All right, so hey, we're in this one together. Everybody else is in their own room, and we'll check back in like 5 minutes with them. Does anybody here want to share with me a way that you guys got someone new that joined your team, or maybe a new customer? You can just unmute yourself. I have Dana, Caitlin. I don't know who Samsung is. Let's see. Okay. Everybody is coming back to us. And I definitely want to be respectful of everybody's time. And I realized that my microphone was muted whenever you guys were in your room. So I don't know if Facebook heard me or not, but that's okay. Okay, everybody's back. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So I want to be respectful of your time, but I want to hear from at least 2 or 3 people. And we're going to do this in popcorn style, meaning that we're not going to take a long time to be able to tell our story. We're going to talk about where it was, what happened, and who is going to be my first volunteer.
Or national parks. I will be. I can tell you.
Okay.
So mine are the little scent sacks that I posted in the thing. So these are the sacks that I actually made up and took on the cruise with me. I'm continuing those through Marketplace. I found out that you can market yourself in Marketplace. You can't sell product in Marketplace, but you can market yourself and give away free samples, and it takes them to a jot form for them to fill out. And so far, I've gotten 2 people that want to join this week, and I also have some people that will be ordering when they get paid on Friday. So Marketplace, market yourself to sell your stuff because they will find you, but market yourself and to give some free samples away. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making some more because I'm out, because I got like a crap ton of people messaging me now. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, who else is going to share?
I'll share. I
Just
was.
unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay. So in my group that I was in, I was telling them that I just started back on like Saturday with Scentsy. And one of the things that I did was
And welcome back.
I've been sharing a lot of stuff on my Facebook story. And so that has helped me. I already have, I put in 1 order today, and I have another customer that's going to be putting in an order soon. So I've been using my Facebook story so far since, like I said, I just started back on Saturday.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, let's hear one more.
Can Annette show her packet that she was doing? She got cut off in our group when she was trying to show it.
Okay, let me get to Annette. Where is she? There she is.
Sorry, Annette, I called you out.
Okay. Whoops. There she goes. Oh, can we see it? Can you? I can't hear you.
She's muted.
Ask to unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me
There you
now?
go. Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. This is just a little packet that you've seen these, Shannon, where I carry them in my pocketbook. It just
Mhm.
says you impressed me, and it has my QR code and stuff like that. It's got some samples in it. It's got, you know, samples of body, things like that. And I only hand it out to people that have impressed me. Like the girl through the Dunkin' Donuts. She knows me by name now because I handed her one. And so she asked me yesterday for a catalog. So I'm bringing her a catalog in the morning. So it's just getting your name out there, you know. And we did the gun show, Shannon, you know, I got a new recruit at the gun show and 2 more signing up. And we haven't done the gun show in forever, but you have to make it personal. You can't just stand there and say, hey, I'm Annette, da, 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 da. You have to say, well, hey, oh my God, your little girl, she's so cute. How old is she? You start a personal, and you would not believe how many people came up to me and said, oh my gosh, I wish more people would talk like you do and make it personal. So that's the big thing, is they've got to get to know your heart, and they'll come. Seriously, they will come to you. So
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
that's it.
Somebody just asked you, Miss Annette, what other items do you, wait a minute, I can't read it. What other items do you put in your Impress Me packet?
Oh, I will open this so you can see. If you don't mind, Shannon, I'll just do it really quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It just says, you impressed me. And let me get my glasses on so I can read it. Okay. And it says, I am always looking for people just like you. Please accept these goodies as a gift from me for your excellent customer service today. I can't wait to follow up with you. Annette Cashin has my telephone number, and then it has Peak the Scentsy Life. So that's kind of going to my website. Find me on social media. It goes to my VIP page. And then inside, I'm a very much a confetti person, and Shannon knows I kind of go overboard when I get my mind on something. So I'm going to open this packet, and it's just folded over. And inside, see all the confetti? People love stuff like that. See the confetti? And inside is, of course, you belong here. It's a joint brochure. They're going to love you when they have to vacuum up all of this stuff, but they'll think of you. So, and then I put a lotion in there, a scent sample, more confetti. And this is my join my VIP page. It's where all the cool kids hang out, is basically what the card says. And it says, open your camera app and place and hold over. And it takes me right to my, they take, and then more samples. And then these you can get on Amazon. These are the coolest things. They look like little mints, if I get it to come in. But when I send this with every single product that like for cleaning, when they open this up and add water to it, it pops up to be a washcloth type thing. So I attach it to all of my products that are for cleaning. So you can put in there whatever you want. It's just, I'm giving them a variety of wax, body care. What else is in here? Wax, body care, Amazon rain counter clean. So they're getting a little mini variety of everything. So, and then you can follow up with them, because I don't just hand them out, but I hand them out to the people that I feel like I'm making a connection with. And that's what I did this weekend. I did it on Saturday, and people came back on Sunday, and I bought them joint packets. And in my joint packet, I give them a bar of the scent of the month so they can immediately start their business. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
I got
So
confetti
these are some
everywhere.
great ideas. These are some great ideas, guys. And I feel like tonight you guys probably learned a lot about being able to expand your circle and being brave. You got to be brave. You got to get out there and you got to do it. So it's leaving me to my last thing that I want to tell you guys, which is also going to tell you your keyword for tonight. Your keyword for tonight is going to be buddy drive. That is what you're going to have to put on the page, is buddy drive. However, we are getting ready to start our annual buddy drive. And I'm so excited about it. It's for the Ronald McDonald House. We did it last year. We've done it. Well, we've really done it for 12 years, but we partnered up with Tiffany for Eli's Peace Drive, and we've combined both of them together. But we are going to start doing our buddy drive. We will deliver in December. So I'm telling you guys now, because so many people wait till last minute to be able to do it. And if you guys remember, Annette's like looking at me like, oh, what in the world? Oh, hold on. Anyway, so if you guys remember that the buddies, they can be delivered to one address. If you guys are out of town or if you're out of state, you can have them shipped to that address that we will have on the form. We do ask if you want to be able to donate from some of your commission. If you want to, you don't have to, but a lot of us do. And we're trying to fill up the Ron McDonald House. We have done anywhere from 600 to 1,000 to 2,000. I mean, I guarantee you over time, we've done it for 12 years. We've probably put, gosh, I don't even know how many, so many buddies in there. I can't even do the math right now. And I don't know how it's going to be for COVID in December, but we used to be able to walk around and give it to the kids in the hospital. That's probably changed. Probably not allowed to do that again. But we did deliver, and then we had like a really fun little dinner if you came and locally. But the way that you're going to be able to do this is I will give you the letter from Ronald McDonald House that they always give us so that you can give them to your customers, you can give them to the businesses, and just ask. This would be a great way for you to be able to talk to the people you haven't talked to in a really long time, be able to get those new fall scents out, be able to expand your network, and to be able to fill that house with those kids and those buddies. Again, I'm going to put some of the pictures on our page. We're going to have flyers. We have a group that we're going to actually add everybody to. We have a lot of people and different teams that are going to join us this year because we want to beat last year's total of what we did. And we really want to be able to make an impact. So that's what your keyword is for tonight. It's buddy drive. That way, you know, I talked about it. And I'll have all the information for you guys on the page, if not at the end of the week, the beginning of next week. but go into businesses, you would be surprised how many businesses need write-offs at the end of the year, and they will order buddies from you. I go all over the place. I've asked lawyers, I've asked accountants, I've asked car dealership, I've asked doctors' offices. Even one makes a difference. Or if they want to give you money towards it to buy them, you can do it that way too. But I really, really want this to be huge and impactful and for us to be able to have fun with it. So that's going to end our call tonight exactly at 9 o'clock, just like I promised. So your keyword is going to be Buddy Drive. Put it on the page. It will enter you into the drawing for our attendee drawing. And I guess we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Bye.